What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. You gotta excuse my jacket hanging behind me. But look, y'all, one thing that life has taught me is that a lot of street dudes do not want to go to jail. A lot of street dudes are scared of going to jail. It don't matter what they say, how tough they act, how much they brag on, I'll do this and I'll do that and I'll do the time and I'll stand on it. A lot of these dudes are afraid of going to jail for a plethora of reasons, right? But why I'm talking about this is the whole Young Dolph trial. So Young Dolph is a rapper that was unalived, had his life taken away from him. I always mention this because people be like, I don't watch channels that say unalive, this childish. Like I always say, I gotta say the word unalive because if I say the K word too much, I could get demonetized on this channel, right? So Young Dolph was unalive some years ago. We come to find out that allegedly, well, they saying it's 100% true. That's how they saying it. Yo Gotti's brother allegedly paid for the hit on Young Dolph, right? So the dudes who got, I guess, are responsible for the hit, these are a crew of financially strapped young men. They all ain't got no money. They're financially deprived. And so they went out on a mission to unalive a millionaire, Young Dolph, on behalf of another dude who got a lot of money, Yo Gotti's brother, thinking they was gonna get $100K in the process. They thought, hey, if we take out this dude, we gonna get $100,000. We gonna get rich. We're not rich. $100,000 ain't rich, but at all. But we gonna get $100K. We gonna be set. We gonna be straight. Instead, none of them got $100,000. None of them did, right? In fact, I think one of the men got $800 for taking a dude's life. You got $800. That's crazy, right? But now that none of them got paid $100K, now they all facing, life in prison. Now all of them in there telling on each other. All of them in there telling on each other. They telling all the plans. They telling everybody involved, just telling he did this, he did that, he did this, he did that. One of the dudes named Cornelius Smith testified that the day he took Young Dolph's life was the same day of his daughter's birthday. Thinking that once he did that, he was going to be, set up and all this, and I'm going to do this for my baby girl. I'm going to, listen. And now, again, they did all of this with no remorse. Acting like, again, it ain't affect them. It was nothing to do it. It was nothing to take Dolph's life and take Dolph out of here. And now they in there telling on each other. Prime example, like I said, dudes they are scared of going to jail. They will go out and carry out plans to viciously murder somebody. And when it's time to go to jail, oh, no. So he did this, he did that, he paid this. It wasn't just me. It was him. They get in jail due to Nino Brown. It was all his fault. Him right there. He did it. Because again, reality starts to kick in. Fam, you just took a man's life. You're going to spend the rest of your days in jail. Them dudes be scared of something happening. They just not something happening. They be scared of somebody stroking their baby mama when they in prison. That is the number one fear, somebody getting up under her. Right? And oftentimes the person that get up under the baby mama be another dude that they know or had dealings with in the street. Because a lot of these street dudes do not have much, they don't have a real moral compass, again, because they doing heinous stuff anyway. And guys who do snake behavior will snake out each other. Which is why I never hung with street dudes, for real. Never. Because they ruthless. They don't have a sense of I shouldn't do this to this. They don't have a sense of, or real, a lot of them are sociopathic. They don't care about nobody else's feelings. At all. At all. They don't care about the feelings of other people. They don't have no regard for right from wrong. So they will do some of the most foul stuff to people that they grew up with and people that they call their brothers, people that they call family. And these street dudes be knowing that. So they're like, I can't go to jail. My old lady, man, my best friend gonna try to talk to my old lady. And, he gonna keep trying. They start fearing that. They are scared to death about that. Then a lot of them don't know how to fight at all. So they've been talking crazy, doing a lot of heinous stuff. Some of them be gang banging, disrespecting other sets. They go to jail. It's not no guns in jail. Now, there's knives and stuff like that in there, but again, a lot of them dudes scared of having physical confrontation with other men, but they act like they not. So they talk crazy, talk big, talk tough, talk big and bad. And then they get it and they realize, hey, I gotta be in prison and I have to be in here. I'm gonna be probably get into a physical altercation with people because of how I carried myself outside. Oh no, I can't go up in there. I can't do that. I can't do too much time now. I can't do that. And they started telling on everybody. The streets ain't nothing nice. Ain't nothing to play with. It ain't nothing cool about it at all. The streets will have you taken away from your family, the people that you love most, your children, with nobody to really fend for them or protect them or do for them the way you supposed to be doing for them, because either you're going to be in the ground or you're going to be in prison. Okay? I look at this. A lot of these dudes in the streets are just other men. They are men, excuse me. A lot of these dudes in the streets are men or boys, really. They just grown boys living to impress other men, right? Living to impress other men with senseless aggression, senseless violence, while acting like they good with the outcome. All the dudes, they all act like they solid with going to jail. Hey, I just do my time. I'm gonna stand strong. I'm gonna do my time like a gangster. I'm gonna do it like a soldier. And some of the biggest killers get in there and will tell. It don't matter how tough. A lot of the biggest, the biggest hitters that the streets have ever seen. A lot of the biggest, the dudes who are most known for unaliving people, they go to jail and they tell. And they don't care about you telling on them. I mean, they don't care about you making fun of the fact that they tell, because they know, hey, well, I'm going to say this too. A lot of dudes be afraid to really talk about the dudes that tell when they are known to have a reputation of taking people off this earth. So they ain't going to say nothing to them. I think about Alpo, right? The dude in Harlem. Alpo was get out of jail. Everybody knew he told on people. Everybody. He was walking around for a minute. And a lot of the toughest dudes were not going to say nothing to him because they know the reputation he had. And so when they know they got a reputation for doing that, they're going to tell and they don't care. They go against all that stuff that they be talking. I'll never tell. They go against all of it. All of it, for one, because they know they can get away with it if they got a certain reputation. And because they don't want to have to sit in jail and face the consequences of their actions for real. So they start trying to pull everybody else down in the process because they got caught up. Street life is terrible. I don't condone none of this ignorant stuff. Rest in peace to Dolph. Condolences to his family. But I'm just saying, man. Like, I heard 50 Cent say this, man. A lot of boys, they act tough on the street. They get in jail. It'd be a lot of wet pillows in jail. They've been crying themselves to sleep because they realize they made a mistake. And they realize we cannot reverse time. We can't rewind time at all. And now, they got to live with what they've done. With what they've done. You done took this man's life, got paid $800, and now you realize, man, I could have made that just going to a job and clocking in. I could have made that, just doing something, I could have made an honest living getting that $800. You know what I mean? It's not worth it. First of all, we not God. We can't be taking nobody's life unless that man is trying to harm you or your family. That's different. But just taking somebody's life, it's just crazy, man. It's crazy. But yeah, man, streets don't love nobody. Nobody. And you're going to have to pay for your actions in some way. This is not an episode of Power where you can just take people out and you just live free and don't nothing happen. Especially a high profile person. So